What's up, everybody? My name is Brian, and you are watching 7 Days to Pry. Hey folks, welcome to the beginning of a brand new series that I'm starting. Finally starting to make some Alpha 17 videos. I took a break during the experimental phase. I had a lot going on at home, and I just decided that I didn't have time to make any videos at that time, but I'm back in action now. I want to start making videos again, and I was checking out some random gen maps, and I decided I'm not really happy with the current state of random gen, just based on what I saw, and I know that it's a work in progress, so I decided for this series I'm going to go with a Navezgane map, and then maybe later on in A17's development I'll start a random gen map for one of my other video series, but where they're still working on random gen, I'd like to give them a chance to smooth that out. I saw a lot of maps right now just have, like in the cities, block after block of the same building over and over again. I just didn't think that would make a very exciting video series. I'd rather go with the Navezgane map where it's a well thought out layout for the map. It'd probably work better. So I'm going with mostly vanilla settings. I did go backpack only on the drop on death, and mark airdrops is on, and then I'm keeping the game, this is important, not listed in one player. Basically that keeps the game private just for me. Nobody else can try to get into it. So let's go ahead and start it up. Alright, dear friend, the wasteland can be an unforgiving place, and you look like you could use some help. Enclosed is a short guide to help you survive. If you complete it, we just might take in a new citizen. The White River Settlement. It's real and it's safe. Good luck, Noah. Alright, so that's the same introduction as we had in Alpha 16. And the beginning quest is basically the same thing. I'm going to go around and collect plant fibers, rocks, wood, all that good stuff. Looks like I'm starting off in the burnt biome, burnt forest. So I need to collect 20 plant fibers to get my bedroll going. I'll go over some of the changes they made in Alpha 17, things that make it different from Alpha 16 while we're going through this. One of the big changes is you have power attacks now, so if you hit your right mouse button, you're going to do a stronger attack. Your left mouse button does a weaker attack. I really like that with the fists, it's visually represented by throwing the punch with your left hand or your right hand. Alright, so I got enough plant fibers to make my bedroll. I'm going to go ahead and craft that. I'm going to keep collecting stuff I see on the ground. I know I need more plant fibers so that I can make clothes. Alright, so I got my bedroll made. I'm going to go ahead and set that down here on the ground next to this house that I started near. And next I'm going to build my stone axe. Still the same ingredients that we used in Alpha 16 to make that. One of the things I think is nice that they did is they made it so that your objective changes once you have the materials gathered. So before it was telling me to collect, now it's telling me to craft it. Whereas before it would just list all of the objectives for the quest. Alright, so while those are crafting up, I'm going to bang on this rock a little bit. So I've made all my plant fiber clothes, now I need to put them on. There I am. It looked almost like he's been oiled up, doesn't he? Alright, let's dress him. Now the forge is level gated at this point in the game, so I'm going to go ahead and scrap my raw iron. So I'll have some scrap iron. That's going to be more useful to me right now than having the raw iron. Let's go ahead and craft that wooden club. got the wooden club. I need a wooden bow. And we're going to make some arrows. I could repair my stone axe. Now one of the things that's different here, you don't lose quality when you repair something. And also, quality level does not determine the amount of damage that an item does. Quality level will determine the number of mod slots that an item will have. So this level 1 item won't have any mod slots. A level 2 item would have 1 mod slot. 3 would have 2 mod slots, and so on. And also they went from the 1 through 600 system to having just a 1 through 6 system where each number is a separate quality level. Alright, so one of the things that's pretty cool in Alpha 17 here is they added these dungeon POIs. So they have a sensible way of going through. Usually as you're going through a dungeon POI, if you're going the right way, you're not going to find a lot of locked or reinforced doors. You're just going to be able to cruise through. What you do have to do, though, is you have to watch out for zombies. Like that. Just like that. Alright. So here's my first fight of the game. So you see that arrow sticking out of her? That's another one of the new things in Alpha 17. You can collect your stone arrows, or any other arrows. Now they don't always stick in. The other thing that's different is you can't harvest these bodies for bones and rotten meat, fat, and things like that. And you also can't loot the bodies. There's a very small percentage with each zombie that it will drop some loot. It's usually better loot than what we found on your typical zombie back in Alpha 16. But it's a much smaller chance that we get it. You're also going to find, you want to have a shovel with you. When you see these pallets full of supplies, you want to pull them apart with a shovel. Like you just saw, I got some cement mix out of that one. I got some cobblestone out of the one before that. So we gotta be real careful up here. There's probably a bunch of sleepers. So this was the other way into this house. I think there was a door on the other side too. But some of the houses have all locked doors, and then as you're walking around, you're gonna find somewhere there's like a hole in a wall or something like that. And there's basically a path of least resistance. What? The floor is falling out. Gotta be careful here. So these couches in Alpha 16, they were made out of leather. Now they're made out of cloth. You can still find some leather couches, but those more common ones are definitely made out of cloth now. So it's going to make leather a slightly harder to come by resource. They've also combined leather and animal hides into a single item now. So as you're harvesting... Whoa, more drop floors. As you're harvesting an animal, you're just going to get leather put straight into your inventory. You're not going to have animal hide in your inventory that you have to turn into leather. I think they decided that that was an unnecessary step. Alright, get these. Getting cloth is going to be super important now because you're going to want bandages all the time. Big change in the way that health is managed. can see these black bars to the right of my stamina and my health bar. So as you get injured, you're not just going to lose health, you're going to lose maximum health. And you can use a bandage. So I'll use one right now. That'll recover your max health. Other medicines will also recover max health. And to recover your max stamina, you're going to eat. So see the black on here is going to start disappearing because it just ate. And then when you're thirsty, your stamina recovery rate won't be as fast. So if you stay hydrated, then you'll recover stamina that you've used a lot quicker. So staying on top of your thirst and hunger is a lot more important than it used to be. The wellness system is completely gone. You don't have that thing where eating foods is going to make your wellness go up and give you more hit points, more max hit points. Like where you used to be able to eat until you had like 250 hit points. Now you're going to use perks to get your hit points up. It's just a completely different leveling system than it was before. A lot of things have changed. You'll see as I'm playing. I think I've gotten everything in the house now. There might be something outside or on the roof. There could be something I'm completely missing, but I think I got everything. Alright. So I'm going to do those wood frames. I forgot about that earlier. I got excited about going into the house. Alright, so here's some wood frames. Just like in Alpha 16, we're going to right click with the stone axe to upgrade these frames. Alright, now I need to build my campfire. I'm actually going to go and grab some more stones over here. Alright, so I'm going to take this campfire and I'm going to put it out. And there we go. Alright, so now I've got my trader quest. Just like in Alpha 16, I'm going to make my way to the trader. Oh, but before we go any further, I got 4 skill points, or perk points, for defeating that beginning quest. I want to spend some of that. I like grabbing Better Barter right at the beginning. And Master Chef. And then I'm going to grab Mother Load and Miner 69er. Now what I didn't do is I didn't grab a stamina perk. If I'd had one more skill point, I would have grabbed probably this one. Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Reduces melee stamina usage. Or another good one's Skull Crusher. Increases headshot damage by 20%. I usually go for headshots, so that one can be pretty important for me. Just gonna grab some feathers as I'm going along here. I'll try to make some more arrows if I have enough supplies. There we go. And yeah, I got an empty can as well. I can scrap that. So normally the first couple days for me, I'm like in a race to get my forge going, but like I told you, it's level gated now, so I'm not gonna be racing straight to the forge. I'm gonna enjoy the early game a little more instead of trying to go for tech right off the bat. Alright, keep making arrows. As many arrows as I can make. find for me the stones are usually my biggest restriction on arrows, because it takes me a lot of stamina to collect stones. I don't want to collect all the ones I'm seeing on the ground. That tends to use less stamina than sitting there banging on the boulders. And stamina is pretty much like its own currency in the current form of the game. You really have to watch that stamina and try to use it in the most efficient way possible. Hey, what's this lady up to? Come here. Gotcha. Look at that. Nice. I got my arrows back. Very good. Now, not all the arrows will stick in. Some of them break. I'm not sure exactly how it works, if it's a random chance, if there's any basis on your skills or your perks there that comes into effect, or if it's just completely random. Yeah. Here's another lucky winner. Alright, let's try to see what a power attack does with this guy. Nice. Now they've balanced the stamina to be restrictive enough that it's not effective to constantly power attack. If you constantly power attack, you're going to run out of stamina too quickly and you just won't be able to move around enough. I find doing a couple of regular attacks for each power attack helps. Sometimes these tree stumps will have a jar of honey in them. You can see it's telling me I'm out of stamina and it makes me pause for a second before doing another hit. Back in Alpha 16, you'd continue hitting when you're out of stamina, but your hits would be really weak. Your hits always have the same strength now, but you can't hit if you don't have enough stamina to make that hit happen. So it's just kind of a different system. That is a rabbit. You think I can get that rabbit? Probably not. I'm probably going to end up wasting a bunch of arrows on it. No, I'm not chasing that rabbit. Oh, he's coming back this way? Nope. Yeah, I'm hopeless with that rabbit. Come here, buddy. Whoa, I ran out of stamina. Shit. There we go. Yeah, so that stamina loss can get you killed sometimes. Because when you run out, and you're standing right in front of somebody who's ready to hit you, you got no defense. Yeah, currently killing zombies is the best way to earn XP. There's been some talk of rebalancing so that other activities will give you a little more XP. Because currently doing things like mining are a little underpowered. Construction, stuff like that, just doesn't give enough XP at the moment. Although it does make some sense to give more XP to activities that are more risky. Oh, that's nice. Look, I found a hammer. Very nice, got a claw hammer. I like that. I'll hold on to that for now. I don't have any iron to repair it with, so I don't want to go around using it. Alright, there's another zombie up there. Nice, right in the head. Right in your face. Here's something else over there. Where is it? Distraction, that's what that was. Whoa. There you go. I really like the terrain a lot better than it was in Alpha 16. It's less smooth. They've done a better job of making like ridges and valleys, and seems like in Alpha 16 your land was always a little too well smoothed out. Whoa. Gotcha. So, I've killed a bunch of guys so far and haven't even gotten one loot drop. So like I said, it is a pretty rare chance of getting loot drops from the zombies, but it is better stuff when you do get it, theoretically. I've played through a bunch of the experimental builds, and sometimes it was really good stuff. Sometimes you got crap, so it's definitely still something that needs a little bit of balancing. Oh, there's the traitor. You always know that traitor when you hear the ding. Headshot. There you go. Stay down. Very nice. So another thing you'll notice is when you're aimed, if you watch the stamina bar, my stamina is slowly going down while I'm aimed. So even using the bow or a gun can be perilous to your stamina. You really have to be careful. I will say the bow uses a lot less stamina than using a club, especially if you're a quick aimer. But once they're up close, it can be dangerous to try to rely on the bow. Gotcha. It seems like there might be a little bit of a delay after you do a power attack before it starts regenerating stamina again. I think that's what's really causing it to be dangerous, to try to rely on the power attacks. Now, this makes me sad right here. Well, first of all, the most noticeable thing is they're still using 2D stock plant models. But the thing I really want to talk to you about was you don't hit E to harvest plants anymore. You hit them with a tool, which means that the plants that are planted at the trader are no longer harvestable. Because you can't hit things at the trader. Alright, so none of those crafting stations were any good. The campfire is good. Forge is no good. Oh! Look at that, I got some forged iron. Cool, very cool. So I could repair that hammer if I use it up. Or if I got some more forged iron, I could make a more serious tool.
You need assistance?
Here's the new Trader Joel. Alright, so this is different now. Instead of just going to the trading menu, you've got some options. Can I see your inventory? Do you have jobs? Or never mind. So we're going to see if we can see his inventory. I don't have anything I really want to sell. I guess I could sell my polymers, but I don't want to. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to all this stuff.
Sorry, I didn't have what you needed. Come back soon.
So I'm not buying anything from him today. But while I'm in the area, I should grab a quest. I forgot about that. Important new feature of the game. So he's got quests that are a little further out. The closest one is a fetch quest, 769.1 meters away. So I'm going to accept that one.
Could really use some help, friend.
So it's telling you the name of the prefab or the POI that it's at. So it's still using the internal name. I'm wondering if they're ever going to localize those so it's just giving you a nicer name than that instead of house_old_ranch_10. Anyway, it says go retrieve the shipment and return it to me.
Great. I look forward to seeing
So if we hike out there, 769 meters in that direction, we'll find a house there, and we'll be able to do a quest. It's getting a little late in the day today. Wait, a rabbit. Come on. So it's getting a little late in the day today. So I'm probably not going to do that quest right now. Thinking I may actually find a spot out here to build a base. Usually when I'm in a single player game, I like to be close to the trader. That can tend to be discouraged in server play, but for single player, I think it's just smart. There you go. You guys are dead. Alright, so like I said, I want to be close to the trader. But far enough away that I can actually build. I don't want to be inside the trader protection area. That won't do me any good. Let's start setting up a base. So I'm going to cheat a little. This is just going to be a little starter base that I'm going to do. And I'm just going to build it right into the side of this little cliff. This is not going to be a good permanent base at all. Put my land claim block down here. Now one of the cool things that's changed is it's a lot easier to craft a land claim block now. But one of the things that sucks is you can only have one. Which really changes the multiplayer game there. You can only protect one base. Alright, so I'm going to craft a bunch of blocks here. I'm going to start working on putting some framework to my little base here. Alright, so I'm starting to get low on wood as I'm building this out. So my next move needs to be chopping down a few more trees. Hopefully I can finish all of this up before nightfall. I really don't want to get stuck out here. Still working on this little starter base when nightfall happens. I'd like to get it all sealed up and ready to go. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do here, I want to have a back escape route. Take my ladders and put them here. Perfect. Alright, so I just need to continue framing this out. Okay, I don't want that one there. And I'm going to throw a hatch in here. Perfect. Alright, where's my stone axe? There it is. Let's see if we can get these all upgraded. Get inside my base here and hide out for the night. I do have the gamma turned up a little bit here so that the screen's not completely black for this video. So I really hate it when that happens in YouTube videos. It is much more realistic and atmospheric gameplay to keep the gamma turned down, of course. But just trying to think of you guys here. Alright. I guess if I'm really careful, I can try to upgrade these. Just gotta do a little bit at a time. It's getting darker in here as I'm filling in the frames on the roof. That's okay though. Okay, I'm out of wood. Put my torch out here. Just kind of hunker down and hide. It's a cozy little home. I should probably build a chest, except for the fact that I'm out of wood. Got not enough wood for a chest. Guess if I'm really brave... If I'm really brave, I can go out there and chop down another tree. Go leave my hatch open in case there's any accidents. I like the lighting they have now. It's pretty cool. The moon and the stars look really nice. I like a lot of the changes they've made in Alpha 17. Visually, it's very appealing. There's a few things I don't like, but I feel like it's still just work in progress and there's still balance in the game. I'm hurting for food too. As long as I'm hurting for food, I'm going to be hurting for stamina. So first order of business tomorrow probably needs to be try to find food. Whoa, that was loud. I should be able to build a chest now, yep. I want to chop down another big tree too. There's one over here. Just gonna do this real slow. I got all night. I got nothing else going on during the night. Just trying to get wood to build this base out. Okay. Yeah, pretty bright with my gamma turned up. You can see clear as day basically right now. This is... the moon's completely out from behind the clouds. Some pretty dark shadows if you look around. Wherever there's shadows, it's pretty dark. Not seeing any zombies around. One of the things they did that I like is they put different controls on the zombie speeds. So you can control, you know, nighttime run speed, daytime run speed. You can control the speed of ferals, all that stuff. Alright. I'm gonna go spend the rest of the night hiding in my hole here. A few little gaps here, like you can see out through here. Maybe I should fix that. That's good. Still got a little tiny gap there, but it's not as big. I can live with that. Not happy with where I put the torch. I want it here. I don't have any meat to cook. That's a little upsetting. Alright, let's put a storage chest right here. Dump some of my items in there. Do want to go replant some of my seeds actually, so I'm gonna break away from what I said I was doing. I'll come over here and replant some seeds. I don't want them right next to my base, but I want them in easy walking distance. Come here, big fella. Gotcha. Alright, yeah, I gotta be more careful when I'm out here at night. Back in the hole. Alright, I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Thanks for joining me. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos in the future, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.